If you'll humor me in this short video, I want to do a little bit of like a kind of like a co-thinking experiment here, and you can leave your thoughts down in the comments because I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I don't have an answer to what I'm about to say. I just want to kind of share what I'm thinking, and then maybe you can tell me what you think because you probably have a different perspective than I do. I thought that when everybody was able to start creating their own things with AI, we would get more systems that were custom for each person, and maybe like they'd have like little micro SaaS situations where you could just, because this is what I've done. I've created the AIOS system that I have. Again, didn't pilot that, but I mean, I talk about it constantly on the channel and in Modern Builder Society, my community, and I'm like going through this process, and it's fundamentally changed the way that I work, and it's been great. And I don't want to like generalize the entire population from a technical perspective and be like, oh, like this, everybody's going to work the exact same way. I don't think that's like realistic in any sense, right? But at the same time, pre AI, I was absolutely overwhelmed with the amount of tooling that was out there that people were just like constantly talking about, right? Like, I think there's this psychological thing where it's probably not just in tech, but it's a human nature in general. Like, ooh, shiny object. Let's go check out this fucking tool that probably does something similar to 95 other tools that we've looked at and probably some that we own, but we just want to fucking get distracted and go play around with this other thing. And I just see this happen so often. I've seen it happen a lot in the past, and I even see it now. And I'm like confused because that is not how I want to operate. I do not want to be chasing new tools constantly that are going to like one up my small little like increase my workflow by like half a percentage point. Now the weird thing though is that the tools that I'm seeing and that I'm specifically referring to now are definitely in a new category. They're like AI agent tools, right? So I'm just going to drop random names of the idea of like, oh, OpenClaw or Hermes or Victor, right? Constantly get ads for Victor. Like those types of things are fundamentally different. They didn't really exist before, so to speak. They're like kind of a new product category. But here's the thing. They're still all the same thing. It's like the whole pattern hasn't changed at all. It's like you still have all of this shit that is kind of the same. And I'm not criticizing the products. I hope you understand that. I'm not criticizing them. I'm trying to analyze like what I'm seeing. It's like everyone wants to build something very similar. So they build it and then they sell it. But as soon as you start to sell something to the masses, it's like it has to start getting kind of more generic and generalized because it can't be everything for everyone while also being custom to everyone and also selling to a wide variety of people. Like I'm not fully getting that part of it, right? So you have these new product categories like AI agentic systems and all of these other things, and all these like weird AI products that are actually in some ways the ideas are really cool, but now it's another SaaS that I'm relying on. And I don't want that. Like I don't I that's not how I envision AI. That's not how I envision this whole new way of working going. And maybe I'm weird for that. That's very possible. Like I could be absolutely radicalized and crazy, but I don't think I am. And you can tell me if I'm wrong, but like maybe it's another time of me like projecting what I want and what I think is right onto other people. And I think that they're not going to just be the same humans that they were pre AI and just be like, oh, AI is amazing. I don't want to actually build anything with it or build anything custom with it. I just want to utilize it to continue to move my business forward. And if that means getting 5, 6, 17 different SaaS products that all have AI in them, right? And they just work and do all these different crazy things, like, okay, cool, right? I liken this back to another thing back in the day. The most ridiculous one I think was the note taking extensions for like Zoom and for Google Meet or whatever, like granola. I think granola is still a thing, like granola or Otter or Firefly, whatever the fuck all these things are. It's like, what are we doing? Like, I don't even understand that. I know I'm rambling a little bit here on some of this, but I don't even understand the product space in tech anymore. Like, we are just building the same shit over and over again with like the smallest little tweaks of things. And if you're making money, then God bless you, do whatever you do because, marketing is more important sometimes than the building part of it. But all I'm saying is that the thing that I'm the most interested in right now is building this system agentically for myself that is exactly for my needs because I can. And maybe it's because I'm a builder mindset. Okay, very possible. But like building it for my needs and relying on the least amount of shit possible. And again, I posted this on the X the other day, and people were like, "Oh, you still have 50,000 fucking dependencies underneath the hood on that." It's like, listen, bro. Okay, I understand that, but there's a difference between relying on a dependency that like basically every single like JavaScript library or any Next.js app that has ever been created depends on, and then some other random SaaS or random, if we're talking like, to do a callback, like some sort of random like WordPress plugin or something like that. Like it's like people can't think in the layers of abstraction. They think that just because you're dealing with this library that that your code is referencing that you may not even know about because you're not writing all the syntax. Just because you're dealing with that, it's like, oh, you still have dependencies. Like, bro, yes, I understand we have dependencies, but you have those dependencies plus all this other shit and these other random developers that, no shade. You don't even know you don't know who they are, and you don't know like what their track record is or what they want to do with their product, right? I'm getting a little off topic, but there's just all of that going on, right? So, but it does directly come back to this. It's in a sense of I want to create my own things. I want to create this AIOS system that I've has changed the way that I work, and it's working really well. And I didn't pay for any SaaS to like depend on it. I didn't rely on I'm relying on the runtime of either Claude or Codex or whatever I want to use there to like orchestrate it, but it's swappable. There's all I'm saying is I think that there is a real conversation to be had, and maybe in this short video, like I can, think about it and maybe, spark some curiosity to you in what do you actually need to build versus buy now? And I think that you could always make an argument that, maybe you don't want to build it, maybe you want to buy it instead. And I think that I'm not advocating for full build and no buy either, because I'm not going to recreate, at least anytime soon, I'm not going to recreate all of the Gmail services like the Google services that I use. I'm not going to recreate Stripe. I'm not going to recreate, I don't even know what my connectors list is right now, but I'm not going to recreate a lot of these different things, because some people did do it well and it's solid and I picked it and it's going to work for me. So I'll just connect to those things rather than rebuild them. But there's a lot of things that you could rebuild pieces of because you're not using 100% of it. And you could rebuild it way faster than before. And yeah, there's the argument. Okay, I already know all the objections. Every time I think about something, I think of the objection. Oh, you got to maintain, you got to do all this sort of stuff. It really depends on who you are, right? But all I'm saying is like I know a lot of people, and I see a lot of people on that I would classify as builders, and they're acting more like power users or power consumers, and they're still duct taping a bunch of like SaaS stuff together that I'm not saying it's bad. Maybe it's just not for me. Like I'm not even trying to render it. I'm literally just trying to think about this. And if you haven't thought about this, or maybe you've had the thought but you haven't like articulated it, I'm trying to be that for you, and then maybe you can just create your own opinion from it. Obviously, is what I want you to do. But that's kind of where I'm at with it. I just don't get it. And if somebody can articulate it back to me why that's like advantageous in certain ways, I'm probably not gonna change. But at least maybe I can understand. It's just kind of weird. You know what I mean? I love what I'm doing now. I'm not gonna change unless there's a better way to do things. And I think that this has finally given me the opportunity to do this, to create rapidly and efficiently and robustly with the stuff that I want to do, and as well as literally change the way that I work, because I'm not just building this thing just to build it. I'm building it for me to make my business better and make my business more fun, enjoyable, and actually more efficient. Like I know I talk about a lot of this right now. I'm also talking about client work if you don't see it like happening in there, but like the client work exists in there. And I talk about the building of the AIOS as I'm talking about building the client work. And then very soon I'm going to be building these types of things for clients, because I can see that literally being the actual track and that's what's coming down the pike. Because if I keep talking about this, I'm just going to naturally continue to want to get deeper into my clients' businesses, and I'm going to be talking about these types of things. And I already have a couple projects where we're actually building you can't dive into it all the way necessarily because this is a lot, but like little things like building, okay, let's build a sales platform first, and then let's hook on your fulfillment platform, then let's hook on your content platform, that type of thing. And it slowly, that's what it becomes, is it becomes an operating system, an operating layer for your business that nobody had before because they relied on 15 different SaaS products doing all sorts of different shit, but also overlapping in all the technology. Like I could talk about this for days. I'm gonna cut it short here, but they're relying on 15 different SaaS products where there's still overlap between those SaaS products because that's how you have to do it in SaaS because somebody's going to eventually ask you for this feature that, the competitor has, but you have like these other features that the competitor doesn't have, but now you have to add a feature that the competitor does have. And it's just, I didn't want to play that game anymore. Like for 99% of the stuff, I didn't want to play that game anymore. There are things you still need to buy for sure, subscribe to, all that. I don't think that's going away. But if you want to be able to do this, it's attainable. It's been attainable for me. That's what I'll say. Takes a little bit of work for sure, but it's interesting, or you can have somebody build it for you. But all I'm saying is it's literally it was always possible, but it's way more attainable now. So that's what I'm thinking. That's my thoughts for the day. Let me know if you think I'm completely crazy because a lot of people do. A lot of people are not on board with any of this. A lot of people potentially never will be. I don't think this is going away. I don't think we're gonna go back genie in the bottle type thing. We could always move to local AI if anything happens with the frontier models. I don't think that goes away. I think we're going to be AI assisted for the rest of the time, unless something crazy happens, which you cannot predict, and I wouldn't worry about. I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe you shouldn't either. So that is what I got. If you're interested in more of this, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you join Modern Builder Society to navigate all of this with like-minded individuals. Myself, we got bi-weekly office hours, consulting calls with me, all sorts of stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll talk to you in the next one.